be by. Sorry, no, just give me like 30 more minutes. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're just going to gist about what has been happening with me, of late. So I've been trying to get an apartment here in Lagos, and it's been hell. So you hear people's story about how difficult getting an apartment is, and you think you understand, but when you now actually experience it, it's a different ball game. Trust me. My boyfriend and I, we've been looking for an apartment, and for like 3 months now, and it's just been weekends and weekends of going to places, not liking the place or getting the place. Realize that the place is just overpriced and the area doesn't even make any sense whatsoever. So we have a budget, yeah, and we didn't want to exceed the budget, but even if we're going to exceed it, was going to be like a huge difference, yeah. So we did that, and it's just been crazy. That's okay, fine. Let's start with the island. So we didn't mind staying on the island. My boyfriend hates the island, by the way. Apparently, I mean, he says that it's full of fake people. I don't mind staying on the island because I work on the island here, and he also works on the island, so it's be easy to commute to work every day. But he says the island is full of fake people. But we said to just still try to see if we get an apartment on the island, and then if we did get an apartment, we'll just pay for it. To get if it was something that we both liked and was within our price range, we'll pay for it. So with our budget, we know that there's no way we'll get house in Lekki Phase 1 or VI or Ikoyi. So we just diligently took ourselves to Osakpa side, Osakpa London. So we didn't want to go after Osakpa. So we went to Osakpa. The first house that we went to, the rent was 2.5, but the house was just a mess. It didn't look clean, had a weird smell, and like two houses were vacant. So we're thinking to ourselves, this kind of house, if two houses are vacant, what's actually happening? Because it's not a new house, it's old, so the house should be filled with people, but it wasn't. So if two houses are vacant in this kind of place, what's happening? So we didn't take the place, to be honest. It didn't even look nice. So when I went to another place in that Osakpa, where all those elite two brothers, they stay. So we went to another place in that Osakpa, 2 bedroom apartment, 2.5. The kitchen was so small. Like, hey, growing up where we used to stay before, that's my family and I, before we moved into this apartment, the kitchen in our former residence was so small. Like, I still have like PTSD sometimes thinking about how small the kitchen was, and how when cooking just be sweating like Christmas goats, you be sweating, like, it was so bad. But this kitchen in this Osaka, for a house that is 2.5, the kitchen was so small. And I'm like, why would I want to pay 2.5 to stay in the kitchen? I was giving me PTSD of where I was. So, and my boyfriend knew that. So I explained to him that I don't want a small kitchen. I want a kitchen that is spacious enough. So this house that we are right now, our kitchen is big. So I want, maybe not like this house, but maybe not as big as this one, but I want like a spacious kitchen that will, you can cook without having to sweat, and everything is so uncomfortable when you're cooking and you're sweat because the space is just so enclosed. So for this house in Osaka with this small kitchen, 2 bedroom, which if it was going to cost us about 2.8, was not worth it. Wasn't worth it at all. So we kept looking. So there's this house that was so perfect house. I liked the house. The kitchen was big, everything was on point. It was a 3 bedroom apartment, but my boyfriend didn't like the bathroom. So I think one thing that I learned in like my in this house, such an ordeal of mine, is that you both need to decide, especially if you're moving to somewhere, you want to start like your lives as husband and wife and whatever. You need to get a house that you'll be both happy coming home to, like a house that, okay, you both saw and you both liked and you be both happy coming home to. And sometimes I know that funds might not afford us the luxury of picking and choosing, so house na house. But I think for me, it was important to get a place that I'll be happy going home to, and he'll be happy going home to. And even though they say, "Oh, it's just a space," you make it a home. But the area that this house is going to be is very important to me. So where we stay, like where my family and I stay currently, is not an estate, but it's a gated community where you have gates at every entrance. So I know that there's some form of security at night. I'm not worried about anything. So I don't want to stay now. Imagine me now going to stay in a place where is there's no gates, everything is just open. I'll be scared. I'll even scared to even come back home at night, because what if somebody stopped me on the road? Do you understand what I'm saying? So it was very important to me to get a place that I'll feel I'll have some form of security, and also a reasonably sized kitchen. My boyfriend wanted a place that's also for that has security, but it wanted a place where the bathroom wasn't like where the toilet was and where the bathroom was, it wasn't so close. That brings me back to another house that was so perfect house. Everything was nice, but we didn't take it because my boyfriend didn't like the bathroom. Because the bathroom, the kitchen, and the shower and the toilet seats they were very close to each other. So as spouses, you can't bath, or one of you can't bath and the other can't poop at the same time, which, yeah, it would happen. We don't plan for it to happen, but it would happen at some point. So it was just something that we knew that he knew that he wasn't going to like. So I just didn't push, even though the kitchen was nice and the house and the area was had security. I just didn't push. So we now saw another house in Sulere. Nice house, big, everything. 2 million naira rents, yeah, per year rents. But this house was on the road. The street was not like the street was so rocky that even when we were driving there, my boyfriend's car like scratched. So imagine I was staying there, we're paying 2 million naira for that house. The house is nice, so kitchen big, massive, everything on point, but the area was so bad. There was no drainage system. Now imagine if rain should fall, the kind of flood that would be in that place. So yeah, we didn't take the house. Everything was going to cost us 2.8 for that house, but we didn't take the house. We scrapped it. They now saw the perfect house again. So we're same Tulare, a 2 bedroom apartment. Everything was going to cost us 1.9. We were going to pay the next day, and then we got a message from the agent saying that the landlord does not want Igbo and Yoruba. So I'm Igbo and my boyfriend is Yoruba. So the landlord doesn't want Igbo and Yoruba. He only wants Yoruba, like pure blood Yoruba. As far as I know that there's tribalism here in Nigeria, so it didn't really shock me. But I was just sad that the house was the house that we both liked and we had both concluded was like the right house to start a family in. So yeah, it was quite sad though. The house, yeah, pretty nice house, pretty nice house in Solary, 1.9, everything. But yeah, I guess we're not the right fit for the landlord. I wanted both Yoruba people, but yeah, that's fine. The house that we finally did agree on again was a house in Bagada. Nice building, everything is on point. The total package will cost us 2.5, and yeah, so that's a house that we both settled for. But it's just been a struggle finding the right house, agreeing on the right house, which is very important, and just saying this is what we want. It's been a struggle, but I'm glad that it's over now. So I can't wait to start decorating the house, guys. I can't wait. So I'm gonna do the interior by myself, of course. So I have like the whole plan and everything in my head, which I need to actually put in a PDF or something so that I follow it accordingly. So I will show you guys the whole process of this new apartment that we found. And yeah, I'm so excited. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you watch this far, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the post notification. If you know any place that I can get anything for interior, please leave a comment in the comment section. I'm still looking for places, but if there are places that you can also recommend to me, I would appreciate it so much. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.